Look, ladies and gentlemen, times are getting tough, and perhaps they are calling for ourselves to think outside of the box. And a good example of doing so is stealing from fast food restaurants. Rather than go to a grocery store and spend money, we can, buy ourselves a crowbar and bust into the McDonald's kitchen and make ourselves a free, fresh burger. But of course, what comes with this are a lot of possible risks, including getting arrested. But in lack of better words, fuck all that. It's your boy Snugbro TV. I finally got myself a new camera, and it's summertime. It's time to blossom. It's time to have fun in the sun. And yeah, if I were to make a list of the worst fast food restaurants that I would steal from, I'm starting this list off with Arby's. Now look, it would be kind of easy to steal from an Arby's. And look, if you wanted a free meal from Arby's, all you gotta do is just bust in the kitchen, get 2 buns, and just get a shit ton of meat. But also, fuck Arby's. Arby's is the real life chum bucket. It's just chum. So you would be risking having a criminal record just for some Arby's chum slop. I don't think I've ever seen anything more unpleasant to the eye than an Arby's sandwich. And I've never eaten anything more dangerous to my digestive system than an Arby's sandwich. On both occasions when I've had Arby's, with most recently being when I decided to try the godforsaken Meat Mountain, or as I like to call it, garbage, the Klaus Schwab bug meat made me very sick. I've never actually seen a person sit down and be like, yo, let's go to Arby's. We gotta get Arby's right now. Oh, I love Arby's. Another restaurant I would not steal from would be Taco Bell. Now look, I think Taco Bell is the best tasting fast food restaurant. And I get it. It is grade D, bottom of the barrel meat chow. However, unlike Arby's, Taco Bell actually slaps. God bless the Crunchwrap Supreme. And folks, the Doritos Locos Taco might actually be the staple of American Mexican cuisine. The reason why Taco Bell is featured in this video, though, is because of the practicality that exists behind stealing from a Taco Bell. Look, my ass ain't folding a Crunchwrap Supreme by the time that the cops arrive. Making Arby's food is like 2 steps. Making Taco Bell food might actually require a culinary degree. Just kidding. I've seen the people that work at these Taco Bells. If good old Jimmy ODs in the woman's bathroom, but it can simultaneously go back to the kitchen and make myself a beefy 5-layer burrito, perhaps making Taco Bell yourself is not actually that hard. You're just gonna have to do it in the dark with the sirens blaring off and the cop cars arriving, and that just does not sound fun. What also doesn't sound fun, and a transition to our next restaurant here, is stealing pizza from a Pizza Hut. And India may have the Taj Mahal, and Italy may have the Colosseum, but America has the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell combo buildings. But ladies and gentlemen, this has got to be the worst combo of restaurants that you could possibly steal from. Because if you're going to try to steal a pizza from Pizza Hut, if you're trying to steal a truly authentic Pizza Hut pizza, then you're going to have to spend your entire night slathering the sauce all over the pizza. Because I swear to God, every pizza I have from Pizza Hut has so much fucking sauce. There's a reason why every fast food robbery video that you see is just people going into Burger King or Wendy's and making themselves a burger. It's the easiest thing to do. On the other hand, breaking into a Pizza Hut or any pizza restaurant and making yourself a free pizza, it's like playing Cooking Mama. It's a multi-step process for a mediocre pizza. And look, I just don't see myself, at 4 a.m. drunk as shit in a broken into Pizza Hut kitchen utilizing the pizza oven correctly. It's too much hassle, and for a job like this, it's not a lot of time. The worst fast food restaurant that I could ever think of stealing from, however, has gotta be KFC. I don't know what the hell happened to KFC. You got some good competition within Raising Cane's. That's pretty good food. There's also Zaxby's, which I'm gonna be honest, kind of sucks. Like, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with y'all. Zaxby's is pretty ass. But the reason why these 2 establishments are successful now is because KFC completely fell off, at least in the good old US of A. And it's literally because KFC is just gross now. Newsflash, KFC, nobody likes eating greasy ass chicken. And the corporate KFC overlords that rose to power after Colonel Sanders don't really care given the success of KFC abroad. The point is, the only time I'd ever break into a KFC to steal its food would be if I wanted to get food poisoning. And look folks, this would just be another Pizza Hut situation when you gotta use the tools that you have at your disposal correctly. And in this hypothetical situation where I'm drunk as shit in the middle of a KFC kitchen at 4 a.m., I just don't see myself frying chicken correctly at all, y'all. This hypothetical chicken that I'd hypothetically cook up is gonna look something out of the fucking Flintstones. I think if there's a message to this overall video, though, it would just be to steal from McDonald's. Or better yet, maybe get a job.